Hi, welcome back. This is Adventures with Dr. Joe. So if you're looking for a light-duty air compressor that will be good for pinners, nail guns, blowing off things, things you don't need high volume, this could be your answer. This is the Harbor Freight McGraw air compressor. It's a 3-gallon, 110 PSI air compressor that is really going to be great for things around the home and other light-duty applications. Let's open it up and take a look and see what's inside. So the box gives you an honest review of what it's useful for and really what it's not. Small volume, small air volumes such as inflating or cleaning, blowgun, airbrush, pin, stapler, brad nailer, that's where this is going to shine. Things that need larger volumes such as grinders, spray paint, other things like that, ratchets where you're using it frequently, this is not going to be the air compressor for you, but for these light duty applications, this is going to be good. This air compressor comes in two different flavors, one with a pancake style reservoir and this with a cylinder type. I looked at both together. This one by far has the smaller footprint, so it's going to be the easiest to carry around, easiest to store and tuck away. So when we take it out of the box, it was very well packaged. It looks pretty flawless to me. Here's the drain port, here's the connection to hook up your line, here's the on-off switch, and it's got two gauges, one for the tank and one for the tool, and this adjustment knob that'll change the outgoing pressure to your air tool. It also comes with a corded reel, which is nice here, and a very nice handle. It's very lightweight, and you can see the instructions are for both the pancake style and the cylinder style, but again I chose the cylinder style because it has a smaller footprint. So the gauges have a nice protective little plastic cover, which I think is very nice, and the electrical cord has a little indentation here, so it'll basically secure to itself, which will be nice keeping it intact. And here's the pressure relief valve. It says a little bit of pressure in it, and again the adjustment valve. 96 decibels. So I recorded up to 95 decibels on this, which is pretty loud, and it's above the recommended exposure level for any prolonged period, so wear some hearing protection when you're using this, please. So to run this from 0 PSI to 110 takes 3 minutes and 55 seconds, so almost 4 minutes. They recommend to turn this counterclockwise all the way to the negative, and the pressure going out to the tool currently is 0. So as we turn this clockwise, you'll see the pressure going out to the tool goes up until it will max out at the pressure from the tank. Since most tools run ideally at about 90 PSI, I think I'd run it here at about 90 PSI. Now I'm going to slowly let the relief valve off, and we'll see what the pressure is when the tank starts to try to recapture its pressure. So let's let a little air out and see what pressure the tank goes to before it recycles and builds its pressure back up. So let me open that valve up just a little bit. By the way, all these valves are nice, they're all brass. So here we go. There goes some air, and we'll watch the pressure in the tank go down. It's at 100. Going down to 90. There it is. So it fires back up again at about 85 PSI, and then we'll return all the way to 110, which I think is pretty reasonable. Again, kind of loud, but pretty nice, and looks like a nice finish. The paint job looks good. It has 4 nice rubber feet, and it fits very securely. It doesn't rock. It's very level, very stable. Again, has a nice output for your airline, and again the simple on-off switch, relief valve here, which is brass, and then the pressure relief valve, which is over here. Okay, let's review again all the features. 1, 3-gallon tank. It's oilless, so it's low maintenance. It does have a thermal overload protection, so if it gets too hot, it's going to simply quit working. Cool off, should work again. Fold down handle, cord storage, escape valve, a very convenient quick connect here for your airlines. Drain plug, again brass, which are nice. It's got this little hook back here, which is to retain your hose or your tool. You can just literally lay it on there, put it in there. A large diameter valve to control the tool output pressure. It claims it's 84 decibels, but we measured it at 95, up to 95. This is pretty loud. Ear protection is really recommended. It can produce 0.6 cubic feet per minute at 90 psi and 0.9 at 40 psi. So it's not recommended for any high use tools like we talked about. So yeah, spray painting, framing nailer, roofing nailer, wrenches, ratchets, grinders, sanders, and certainly not HVLP. That requires large volume, low pressure. So, but in general, it's really pretty nice. Runs with basically 110 voltage. It generates a 1/3 horsepower when it's running. And it says it can go from 0 to 90 psi to inflate like a bicycle tire in 44 seconds. So there you go. The electrical cable winds up nicely on this retainer, which I think is a really nice feature. And again, it's got a self-capture device here on the plug, so it just grabs itself. It has a hook here as well, I think to hook a tool or something like this, and a very nice carry handle, and it's lightweight. So if you're looking for a light-duty air compressor, this I purchased at Harbor Freight. It was $49, $10 less than its normal fee. $50 for this small air compressor I think is a pretty darn good value. I think it's going to take care of all of my hobby needs, all of my needs with a pinner, pin nailer, blower, inflator, etc. I think it'll work really well for those. So consider that. Hey, if this was helpful, please click thumbs up. Consider subscribing. Thank you.